Hi, Michaela Harris here with Timberlake Marketing. I wanted to make you this video while I had some free time because I like showing businesses how to generate more revenue without having to pay for ads or pay those huge lead gen companies for leads that are sold to multiple people. To do this, you're going to utilize your website and Google Business Profile to get to the first page of a Google search. And my top 3 tips to make your website get to that first page of Google so that you can generate your own leads is going to be content, backlinks, and citations. Now, I'll explain each of those things as I go, and then at the end, I'll show you the opportunity of what taking these steps could mean for your business. So first off, if I take a look at your website, I do like the way that it looks. It's a really cool image there. I really like it. For starters. However, I don't see 1,500 words of content. Now, 1,500 words is important because that's what Google algorithms look for when it crawls a web page. And within that content, you need to have what we call buyer intent keywords. Now, I'll explain that a little bit more later. But for now, just know that those keywords are going to be what tells Google what your website is about so that Google knows where to put your website on a search. So it knows what your website's about in order to know which searches to rank it for. Now the next thing is any back pages you need to have about 500 to 750 words of content with keywords. And then you want to make sure one recommendation that I always have, especially for tree services and landscaping, is going to be to have your locations on separate pages. So right now, you have Arlington as your main homepage. Now, if you serve Alexandria, which I'm going to use Alexandria as an example, just to show you what's right outside of your Arlington circle. But basically, any additional location that you have is going to have its own search volume, and you can have a separate page for that. And then, of course, your services on separate pages, like you have them here, is also important to rank for additional keywords. Now, if I look at your Google Business Profile, I actually noticed that you have 2. Now, this can get confusing when it comes to citations because what citations do are power your Google Business Profiles. That, along with reviews and photos, are what's going to help push you past your competition in the map section. So having 2 business profiles can actually make things a little bit confusing because those citations, which are listing sites that show your name, address, and phone number, those listing sites need to be exact in order for Google to link them with your profile and link them with your website. So having 2 of these can kind of give some conflicting results. Now again, top 3 recommendations for that's going to be getting more reviews, citations, and photos than your competitors. Now, if I take a look at the statistics behind your website just to see what exactly it's doing for you, it's not really doing much. So your UR and your DR, which is a trust and power rating influenced by backlinks, is extremely low. Now, backlinks are just links from other websites that link back to you, and you want these to be strong, powerful, relevant links. Reason being, these are what's going to give your website power and push it past your competitors. Having irrelevant or spammy links is going to hurt you, not help you. And of course, you need to have a few. 15 is kind of low on the keyword side, but pretty much you just want to target the keywords that are actually going to bring you in customers, not just any keyword. It's important that you get very specific ones for your area and the services you offer. Now, as you can see here, you're not really getting much traffic to your website. Now, this is just a ballpark number. It tends to be a little lower than reality. So take that with a grain of salt. What's important is going to be the volume behind the keywords, which I'll show you in a moment. Now, if I take a look at tree services in Alexandria, Virginia, so I'm using Alexandria as an example just because it's right next to you in Arlington, and I want to show you the potential it is if you branch out just a little bit, how much you can grow your business. Now, you may already serve Alexandria, but I just want to use it as an example. So first off, if I'm searching that's what we call a buyer intent keyword. It's a service in a city. This means that when someone searches that word, they're looking with the intent to make a purchase of a product or service. Now, as a potential customer, they'll see the first 3 businesses and maps and the first page of organic URLs. 9 out of 10 will never make it to the second page, and most won't click more businesses. You want to be as easy as possible for your customers to find you in order to maximize the amount of traffic coming to your website and converting to customers. So if I take a look at your competitor site, which is this guy right here, it's actually a back page because he serves a very large area. You can see it looks okay. He does have a pretty good bit of content for a back page, which is good, but his images don't save his keywords, so that's just one thing that you could do to beat him out. Another thing, the UR is kind of low for this back page. However, the whole website as a whole is very powerful, but luckily you only have to beat out the back page because the back page is what's ranking. So again, what I mean by it's easier to rank a back page than your entire website. What's important are going to be these keywords here. So if you look at tree service Alexandria VA, that is a very specific keyword and it gets 400 searches every single month. Tree removal, 80 searches. Tree trimming, 50. Another way to search tree trimming, 50 more. And I can keep going on down this list and show you all of these, but all of those buyer intent keywords, you can take those volumes and add them together, and you've already got well over 600 people searching for tree services in Alexandria. Now you're going to have similar results when you get into Arlington. Fairfax actually has one specific keyword that gets 1,200 searches every single month for tree service. So what's important is to note here is that there is huge potential for growth for your business, but you're going to achieve that by getting that website optimized and getting those extra pages on there and targeting those other areas. Now, of course, you're going to want to get your Google Business Profile optimized so that you can rank in the maps as well, because the more places customers see you, the more they're going to want to use your services. So ultimately, I hope you see there is huge potential for growth here. And of course, if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I would love to talk with you more about this and even go as far as create a customized plan for your company if that's what you choose. But I would really love it if you take the time to give me just a little bit of feedback so I know this information is helpful. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.